I'm Ralph Grizzle, the avid cruiser. For more than 2 decades, I've cruised the 7 seas on some of the world's most luxurious ships. I write about my experiences on avidcruiser.com. My goal is to help people like you make informed decisions about your cruise vacations. Join me today in an exciting new mini-series as I explore the most popular cruise destinations around the world. My name is Ralph Grizzle, and I am the Avid Cruiser. Today we're in Olympia, where the archaeological site is the major attraction from the port of Katakolan. We're also going to visit a farm to experience what life is like in rural Greece. And we're going to stop by a winery for a taste of the good life. We've got a lot to do, so let's get going. This afternoon, we're visiting Mercury Estate. It's a family-owned operation that's been in business since 1864. Now, they do produce a lot of wine here, more than 100,000 bottles annually. But the story here is about much more than wine, and your visit to Mercury Estate will be about much more than a wine tasting. Owned by the Mercury family since 1880, the venerable Mercury Estate is situated on a beautiful peninsula overlooking an ancient Greek seaport. The grounds are gorgeous, like something out of the deep south in the United States. I strolled the grounds past an old farmhouse and all sorts of farm animals. They were amusing to watch. After a while, I came upon a small museum that housed a collection of archaic agricultural tools. I learned that it was in 1870 when Theodore Mercury imported cuttings from northern Italy to plant his first vineyard on the estate. Now, more than a century later, the estate has a long tradition of producing top-quality wines, olive oil, and in the past, dried currants. Today, the Mercury still manage the rustic property. I made my way into the estate offices to meet with Christos Mercury, who greeted me with warm Greek hospitality and shared more than one glass of his fine wine with me. I enjoyed the genuineness of my visit to Mercury Estate and sipping on the fruits of the farm and of the Mercury's labor. This bridge leads to the Olympia Archaeological Site, birthplace of the Olympic Games in 776 BC. We're going to go in and meet our local guide, who's going to inform us about all that we're going to see. Hi, I'm Ralph.
Hi, nice to meet you. Good morning. Saskia.
Nice to meet you.
Perfect weather.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect weather to run the Olympic track.
Oh, great, because I wore my sneakers.
Ah, you're prepared. Let's go. Check it out.
So how long is the Olympic track? Olympia is the site of the original Olympic Games, which were held every 4 years from the 8th century BC to the 4th century AD. The Games were held in honor of Zeus, and with Saskia, I set out to find the remains of a temple that housed something remarkable that paid tribute to Zeus. And this temple used to house one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
It did, yes. The golden ivory statue of Zeus. According to the ancient Greeks, you could not die happily if you had not seen this statue at least once in your life.
So now we're in the original Olympic Stadium. It's about 2,500 years old, and it's a lot different than I thought it would be. There are no seats, for one thing.
It's actually the longest stadium all over Greece because according to Greek mythology, it was Hercules, the Superman of the ancient Greeks, who paced it out with his own feet. 600 Hercules feet is the length of one Olympic stadium. He must have had huge feet, size 48, because this is the longest stadium all over Greece.
The Games began as a way to unite Greece. The idea was to set aside political differences for a period when all of Greece would come to Olympia to compete in a spirited sporting event. This is Magna Graecia Farm, and the motivation for the family that owns this farm is to give visitors a taste of what rural life in Greece is like and what a taste it is. Just look at this plate that I'm going to eat. These fresh tomatoes, olives from one of the 1,500 olive trees on the site here, fresh cheese and sausage. Of course, they make their own olive oil and wines. Persimmons behind me. And with that, I say, let's go exploring. Yamas. The Magna Graecia Farm is a working farm with all of the obligatory farm animals that are fun to watch. I came here to experience what life in rural Greece was like. I discovered that the farm produces handmade olive oil soaps and cosmetics based on olive oil and enriched with herbs from the farm. From its olive groves, the farm also produces extra virgin olive oil, as well as Kalamata olives. I walked among all kinds of fruit-producing trees, pomegranate, citrus, and peppers, and then headed into the vineyard where the owners harvest grapes to produce their fine wines. This is a loofah. If you've seen one, it's likely been in your shower or someone else's shower. Now it starts off as a green sort of hanging gourd type plant. Then it's dried and then it's put in water and you peel off the skin. The next place you see it is, well, as a bath product. There's a lot you can do from the port of Katakalan. Walk in the footsteps of Olympians here at the birthplace of the Olympic Games. Visit a farm to see how life was lived in rural Greece. Or wander the vast wine-producing Mercury estate. I'm Ralph Grizzle, and I'll see you in the next beautiful destination.